So now Easter is over and I'm back at my house in Melbourne in my home office. I actually work from home, so unlike a lot of people who are not able to go into their office or their workplace, their cafe or their bar, the factory, I'm able to work from home as normal. So that's business as usual for me. Later on, I've got to go down to the post office to send some parcels out. So I don't go out very often because of the restrictions, but today it's business, so I'm allowed to go out. In Australia, we're also allowed to go to the supermarket, to the pharmacy, to the doctors, and we're allowed to have some exercise in the form of walking or maybe running. But we can only walk with one other person, and that's at 1.5 metres apart. It's called social distancing. Unless it's a family group or the people that you live with normally in your house that you're isolating with, you can go out with them. Otherwise, you have to keep your distance. Dogs have to be kept on leads, even in the parks where they're normally allowed to run free. They've brought in a new measure where you have to keep your dog on a lead, so even the dogs can't socialise. No unnecessary journeys, and always washing hands, of course, very important. Masks are not encouraged at the moment. There's two ways of thinking here, and they're discouraging you in Australia from wearing a mask unless you actually are not well. Otherwise, they feel it could spread more germs with you touching your face if you've got an itchy face or not wearing the mask properly. So at the moment, we're encouraged not to wear masks unless we're not well. That's pretty much what's going on. There's no sport. The football stopped. So Australia, they have a different kind of football here called Australian rules, and that's all stopped here in Victoria. The rugby stopped. The golf is not allowed. You can't play golf here. You can't go boating, or you can't fish. That's also surfing because the surf lifeguards aren't on duty. We're very fortunate here in Australia. There's so much space that we are quite spread out. So unlike a lot of European cities and American cities where people live maybe in lots of apartment blocks and quite close, here it's more spread out. So it's actually slowing down the spread of the coronavirus, which is fortunate. So our rates are very low, but we're very keen to keep them low and try and eradicate it, of course, with these measures of social distancing and being very careful about where we go and how we interact with people, which is very important. A big change, it really is. And how are you managing? What's it like in your country? Are you restricted to where you can go? Do you need permission to actually go out for anything? Or have they started to relax the laws now? I know in Spain and France, I think today, they're relaxing the laws. Actually, no, Spain and Italy, I think. That's right. I think France is tightening them up, unfortunately. Yes, are you living with your family? Are there many of you around, or is it just yourself? So, yeah, very different scenarios for us all. So that's me in my home office. And I shall head out to the post office shortly. Bye for now.